Excited to announce our Shields weather kit for tomorrow. Bryce Dietz from Longfellow Elementary will help me figure out this weather, and today just delightful, and in fact Lakes Country enjoying it. Fergus Falls 37 degrees. It is a little breezy out there with gusts over 20 miles per hour across Lakes Country. And look at this. I believe we call this the sun, and we're seeing a lot of it today. Some high clouds mixing in, and a lot of melting going on with the west winds that have been pretty brisk. Right now, 21-mile-per-hour winds in Fargo, 39 the temperature. Because of those winds, it does feel a little bit cooler, but those winds actually help do a lot of favors. They're helping to dry some of the roads out there, along with melting some more snow. So tonight, when things freeze up, things will be a little bit slippery. Once again, another point, looking at the Grand Forks area, on the sun-facing side of the dike, we're starting to see some brown in the ground, and we've had some reports down south of Fargo of the very same thing. This will allow temperatures to warm up once it's exposed to more sun, as opposed to the snowflakes just causing that sun to quickly reflect. 38 right now in Grand Forks, 36 Devil's Lake, Langdon 35, and a pair of 37s in Valley City and Jamestown. A lot of mid-30s across much of western Minnesota, but by and large, everybody has warmed up. Regionally speaking, how about some 40s in central South Dakota, but not to outdo that by too much. How about Rapid City quickly getting up to 50 degrees? It's 45 in Bismarck right now, and it is just awesome out there. Sunny skies out to the west, a few clouds in the valley, even some rain showers moving into the northern valley, but Duluth and the North Shore seeing a band of snow making its way through, so the warm-up causing, on the leading edge of it, some heavier snow. If you are in Hallock, Kittson County, and in towards western Roseau County, some of this darker green shower activity will be moving in. This will be raindrops big enough to at least wet your windshield and sidewalk. Temperatures this evening look like this. The snow chances will move and drift off to the east. Now, we have a pool of cooler air slide back in from the east. This doesn't always happen. We call this a backdoor cold front coming in from the opposite direction of normal. That'll bring a slight chance of a few sprinkles or mixed precipitation during the overnight. Nothing heavy, and temperatures will fall, especially in our eastern counties, in the teens and low 20s. We'll stay mild out to the west. We'll start our morning out with temperatures that'll be near 30 out west and not far from that in Fargo. So where this boundary sets up or stops, where that cool front stops, will be that boundary between the milder air to start the day tomorrow. Nonetheless, it'll still be above our average high temperature in many locations to start the day. Midday temperatures with a north wind that will be nowhere near as strong as today will be cooler. We may see some sun, though, in parts of western Minnesota, and that will be nice. Temperatures climbing to near 30 degrees in many of our western counties, including all of us here in the Red River Valley and points west. Afternoon temperatures and evening temperatures, well, slipping back down into the 20s. Now, here is a leading edge of that warm air again, and it will kick off some freezing drizzle and flurries into your tomorrow night forecast as well. So our slippery chances continue. Hey, we're peaking the thermometer here way up at the top. A lot of 30s through the overnight. Cannot rule out a flurry or two. The wind gradually diminishes as we get towards daybreak tomorrow, 6 a.m. And tomorrow, north winds decrease, a few peaks at sun, and temperatures near 30 for your afternoon. With the lack of wind, it'll actually feel about the same as it did today. Temperatures warmest to the south and west, where we'll hit the low 30s, coolest to the north and east, where that north wind will gather things in. Look at this gorgeous sight. Nick Roll capturing a great panoramic view of the Wild Rice River. Thanks, Nick, for sharing your photo. Here's a look at your planning forecast. 39 and windy on Friday. Chance of some spits of who knows what. Rain, sleet, snow, you name it. With temperatures like that, we can get just about everything. 35 Saturday, cooling down into next week. A major storm system working its way through the Central Plains Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll be on the north side of that, the cold side of that. So the furry forecaster up there will likely have a little bit of news for us, but I don't want to burst his bubble, of course, and we'll let the furry forecaster speak for himself come next Tuesday. That, of course, Groundhog's Day.
Yes.
Yes.
But can't you just tell moods around the valley are improved with these 30s?
Yeah, people were not throwing fruit at the weather person today, which is always a bonus. Yeah.
Thanks, Hutch.
I do like fruit.
Just not at your head. Weather kid? Oh, we already announced it, didn't we?
We announced the weather kid, but I heard something about McDonald's.
Yes, they're stepping up the pressure on it's the fast